Good evening, everyone. Today, 20th of July, 2023. I've entitled this video this evening, Not Comfortable Living in Babylon. Not comfortable living in the midst of Babylon. We see that in the Old Testament, the people weren't comfortable living in Babylon. And today we're living in Babylon, and for the Christians, we're not very comfortable at all, are we? When we see what's going on in our culture, in our society, our heart aches to go home. A song that's called By the Rivers of Babylon. We sat down. How can we sing the Lord's song? How can we sing the Lord's song when we're living in Babylon? Well, we have hope. We have hope for a better future in eternity. We don't really have a choice in the matter. God's the one that's placed us here in Babylon. It says Lot chose the plains of Sodom. We didn't really choose this Sodom and Gomorrah. We were born into it. We didn't choose our parents. We didn't choose where we are today. God chose us out for us. That gives me great comfort to know that I didn't choose this mess that I'm living in. I didn't choose, how I was raised. I didn't choose the lies that I was taught. Even though I went along with the lies for many years until other things were revealed to me. But today I find that I am not comfortable living in the midst of Babylon at all. In fact, I'm becoming more uncomfortable all the time. You say, well, how can you laugh about it? Well, like the old saying goes, I'd rather laugh than cry, right? And I hate to say it, but I don't think it's going to get any better according to Scripture. It's not going to get any better. Perilous times will come, it says. Men will be lovers of themselves rather than lovers of God because their deeds are evil. All you have to do is tune in to some of these hearings that's been going on in the Senate. You can see how evil and corrupt it is on both sides of the aisle. A lot of the senators are Jesuit-trained lawyers. I had an attorney tell me one time, he says, you know what a lawyer is? I go, what's this? Well, it'd be interesting to hear your definition of a lawyer since you were a lawyer your whole life. He says a lawyer is a professionally trained liar. That's what he told me. No wonder Christ called out the lawyers. Woe unto you, lawyers, Well, it all goes back to paganism. In the Old Testament, there were all the other nations, and then there was God's people. He said, I didn't choose you because you were the greatest in number. I chose you. I set my love upon you. But all the other ones out there, Amalekites, the Hittites, the Hivites, the Amorites, the Jebusites, the Amalekites, they were all pagan. They were not God's people. And there's a lot of Amalekites and Jebusites and Amorites and Hittites among us today. We're living amongst them today. And they're coming up against God's people. That's why they are trying to persecute God's people, just like they were trying to do in the Old Testament. But God has already proclaimed the victory for his people. There's more with us than be with them. We're on the winning side. With banners unfurled, we'll tell the whole world that Jesus is captain and guide. There's none to fear when he is near. Though fierce the conflict may be, we'll never give in the fight against sin. Christ, there's victory. We're not trusting in our own good works. We're trusting in the completed work of Jesus Christ on the cruel and rugged cross of Calvary. We're trusting in the fact that he chose us in him from the foundation of the world, and that he predestinated us unto adoption. We're trusting in the fact that he gave us everlasting life, not temporary life. And so anyway, no, I'm not comfortable living in Babylon. And I never will be comfortable living in Babylon. But I can rest in this. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, in the presence of Babylon. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So let us never forget that Christ has already gotten the victory. He's seated on his throne, and he's coming back for his people. God bless.